Yes, now we are live. So, before going to begin with our today's discussion, today's topic, we would like to have a recall of the previous session. And hopefully, yesterday we were dealing with the random variables and its probability distribution. And we all know that we are having two types of random variables. One of the random variable is discrete, second is continuous. When we can say that a random variable is discrete, if we are interested, if we are counting some of the things, like if I'm measuring, if I'm counting a number of bikes on a road, then that number will be a discrete number. Surely it will be a positive integer. And if I'm measuring some of the data, suppose I'm measuring a weight of a person, I'm measuring height of all the students of the college, I'm measuring the temperature of a room, I'm measuring the mass of an object, all such. If we are dealing with the counting, then surely we will be dealing with the discrete random variable. And if we are dealing with the measurements, then we will be dealing with the continuous random variable. Now, what is random variable? Random variable is a function which will assign one of the numerical value to the possible outcome. Numerical value to the possible outcome. That is what the random variable is it? Okay. So random variable क्या है? पता है? Types of random variable: discrete, continuous. We had already discussed that. After that, we had introduced some of the functions like probability function. Now, probability function will be labeled as probability mass function as well as probability density function. If we are dealing with probability function related to discrete random variable, अगर discrete random variable के साथ कोई function associate कर रहे हैं, then such function is probability mass function. And if we are associating one of the probability function with continuous random variable, then such probability function will be known as probability density function. So yesterday जो हमने बात की, कल जो हमने बात की session में, we were dealing with discrete random variables probability distribution. That means we were dealing with the probability mass function, and we had gone through 3-4 examples related to that. And in today's session, we will be dealing with probability density function. That means continuous random variable की बात होगी आज, ठीक है? So are we good to move ahead? Are we good to move ahead? Yes. Okay, good. So let me share my screen with all of you. Before that, let me identify the PPT. Put it at, it should be here. My big data 5 and 6 must be that. Give me just a minute. Key and 4. So now might be my window is visible to you. Is it? Is it? Is my window is visible? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. We are already done with all the stuffs. Then after random variable. Yes, this was our yesterday's discussion. There are two types of random variable: discrete, continuous. We had gone through the example of both. We had gone through the definition of both of that. Then after probability distribution, probability function, example 12, 13, 14, and yes, might be 15. This was our last example, is it? From a lot of 10 items, 3 items are defective, sample of 4 is chosen randomly, and if the discrete random variable represents the number of defective items in the sample, then we were finding its probability distribution. And its probability distribution was something like this. We know that if we need a probability distribution, then what we are looking for, we are just looking for one of the table. We know that we can express probability distribution as a function, as a table, as a graph even. Okay, so here is a here I had represented probability distribution with the help of table. This table shows that number of defectives might be if number of defective, which is my discrete variable x right now. If it is 0, then its probability is 35 by 210. If it is 1, then 1, 2, and 3, then these are the respective probabilities for that particular discrete random variable. So we were dealing with this example in the previous session. Okay, so now today we will start with density function. Let me stop this particular window and let me start the new one, which is session 5 and 6. Yes. So now it's a full screen now, hopefully. Yes. So we are dealing with our second unit, that is random variable and its probability distribution. And yeah. So today we will begin with the probability density function. Of what is probability density function? Probability density function is once again the probability function just. I'm once again dealing with the probability function, but now it is for the continuous random variable. Earlier, probability mass function, पहले जो हमने बात की थी, that was probability mass function. Now I'm dealing with the probability density function. Probability density function is for continuous random variable, and probability mass function is for discrete random variable. Discrete. Okay. So the basic thing is clear. The basic difference is clear in all of us' mind. Now, if my random variable is continuous random variable, then surely that random variable will take value in one of the interval. In this part, we are dealing with intervals, and in this part, we are dealing with the discrete values. Is it? Discrete values, that means random values. Gujarati mein to chuti value, is it? And here we are supposed to deal with the interval. Now, let x be a continuous random variable, then the function f of x, this is actually a probability function, of a random variable x is called probability density function. अगर continuous की बात कर रहे तो जो function probability function है उसको हम नाम देंगे, उसको label करेंगे, that is known as a density function if it satisfies both this condition. If it satisfies both this condition. Now, take care. We were having two conditions for the probability mass function. Even probability mass function के लिए तो हमारे पास दो condition थी, वो क्या थी? What were both that conditions? When we were checking whether the provided probability function is probability mass function or not, कल हमने इसके लिए 3 एग्जाम्पल किए, तो probability mass function है या नहीं वो चेक करने के लिए हम दो कंडीशन चेक कर रहे थे. वो दो कंडीशन क्या थी? Yes, this question is for निकिता.
समेशन इक्वल टू 1 होना चाहिए.
रुक जा बेटा, रुक जा, निकिता को पूछना है. हाँ निकिता बता, वो वरना सो जाएगी. हाँ बता
नहीं
बेटा.
सर, जब हम लोग उन सबको प्लस करेंगे,
पहली कंडीशन क्या थी?
तो उस मतलब ये भी तो कंडीशन है ना.
कंडीशन बता चल. जब हम सारी प्रोबेबिलिटी को
प्लस करेंगे तो 1 आना चाहिए.
x must be 1.
हाँ, और वो जो सारी प्रोबेबिलिटीज है वो 1 से कम होनी चाहिए.
1 से कम कितनी? -2 हो सकती है,
मतलब 0 से ज्यादा 1 से कम.
हाँ, तो वो तुझे बोलना चाहिए ना 0 से. इट शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 0, greater than equals to 0, and it should be less than equals to 1 for all the x belongs to capital X. Is it? Now we will be dealing with the same condition once again. यहीं पे वही दो कंडीशन है बेटा. क्यों? क्योंकि we are dealing with the probability function once again. अभी फर्क क्या है? चेंज क्या है? Earlier we were dealing with the discrete values, now we are dealing with the continuous values. And if I need to add all the continuous value, then summation will not help me because I am not clear how many values will be there. There will be infinite values. So instead of using that summation, we will be using integration, is it? So observe both this condition, that function f of x will be known as a probability density function f. For every x lying in the interval minus infinite to infinite will have the probability which is greater than equals to 0 and less than equals to 1. वही तो पहली condition है देखिए. And the second one, instead of writing that summation, I'm using integration, because right now we are supposed to deal with the continuous value, and the continuous values will be infinite. So instead of using that summation, we have to use the integration minus infinite to infinite f of x dx equals to 1. If a probability function f of x satisfying both this condition for one of the continuous random variable, then such function f of x is known as a probability density function. So am I clear? Are we getting these things or not? How many of you are getting this thing? I need a reply over the chat box, or you may unmute your mic and talk to me. Are we clear with this definition? Girish is saying yes, Tushar, yes. Wow, kya baat hai. Good. And one more thing to observe. P of probability of x is lying in one of the specific intervals a to b. If I need to identify a probability that my random variable x is lying in one of the random intervals, suppose I'm looking for probability of x lying between 1 to 2 or 1 to 4, just for an example, then as per this particular definition, that probability we can find with the help of integration, where a lower limit will be 1, upper limit will be 4, and we just need to find its integration with respect to x, f of x dx, is it? So this is nothing but formula for the specific interval, and usually that random variable will take minus infinite to infinite values, and will be identified in what interval we are interested, is it? So don't worry about that part, that I will explain in the next slide. Don't worry, when we are dealing with examples. So before going for the examples related to probability density function, now here we also need to introduce one more function, which is known as a cumulative function, probability cumulative function, or the cumulative distribution function. So next, which is very, very important, that is cumulative distribution function. Now, before going for the cumulative distribution function, can any of you will unmute your mic and let me know about what we mean by cumulative frequency? You guys have already dealt with that particular term, cumulative frequency, in your 9th and 10th. 9th या 10th में जब आप थे तो आप स्टेट का एक पोर्शन स्टडी कर रहे थे in your maths textbook, and in that particular chapter you were supposed to deal with frequencies, then after mean, median, mode, standard deviation, you were finding such kind of basic terms related to central tendency, and in that part you were finding cumulative frequency also. So can you elaborate what is cumulative frequency? I'm not asking for the cumulative distribution function, I'm just asking for the cumulative frequency. Let me help you by giving one of the data. Suppose this is my x, one of the variable x, and the frequency of x is beta. Suppose my random variable x is having a value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? And respective frequencies. अब ये देख लीजिए कि शायद समझ लीजिए कि मार्क्स है. मैंने एक 5 मार्क्स की टेस्ट ली थी क्लास में, और कितने लोग हैं जिसको they got 1 mark, such kind of number of students is 3, suppose frequency of 2, इतने students की जिसके मार्क्स 2 हैं, suppose that students are 4. 3 मार्क्स वाले कोई भी नहीं है, 4 मार्क्स वाले बंदे शायद 1 है, और 5 मार्क्स वाले समझ लीजिए 10 है. In such a case, this is my frequency. I'm not writing f of x. This is my frequency, simple f. Then if I wish to find cumulative frequency, then what we mean by cumulative frequency? Now you guys will be in position to answer me, surely, because ये सारा काम आपने किया हुआ है, आपको पता है. Cumulative frequency कैसे फाइंड करते हैं? कौन अनम्यूट करेगा अपना माइक और मुझे हेल्प करेगा? एवरेज जैसा कौन बोल रहा है? अनुज, दिस इज रॉन्ग, एवरेज जैसा नहीं होता कुछ. गिरीश इज परफेक्टली करेक्ट सर. शायद sir, शायद से sum of all the frequencies, not sum of all the frequencies, we need to add all them cumulatively. That means for the one, my cumulative frequency will be ditto same as frequency. For two, my cumulative frequency will be 4 plus 3, that means 7. For 3, my cumulative frequency will be 0 plus 7. In दोनों का addition हो जाएगा. 0 plus 7 will be once again 7. For 4, it will be 1 plus 7, it will be 8. For 5, it is 10 plus 8, that means 18. By this figure 18, I can conclude that I am having 18 number of students in my class. मेरे पास जो डेटा है वो 18 स्टूडेंट्स का है. उसमें से 10 स्टूडेंट ऐसे हैं जिसके 5 मार्क्स है, 5 में से 5. 3 स्टूडेंट ऐसे हैं कि जिसके मार्क्स 1 है. कोई भी ऐसा स्टूडेंट नहीं कि जिसके मार्क्स 0 है. और यूजिंग दिस वी कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई लेस देन इक्वल्स टू. कितने बंदे ऐसे हैं जिसके मार्क्स 1 है? 3. कितने बंदे ऐसे जिसके मार्क्स 2 या 2 से कम है? 7. कितने बंदे ऐसे जिसके मार्क्स 7 या 7 से कम है? 7. How many students are there whose marks are 4 or less than 4? 8 students are there. Because if I'm interested to know how many students are having marks less than or equals to 4, कम से कम 4 है, at least 4, then I need to all this because 3 is at least 4 में आ जाएगा ये 1 मार्क्स वाला. So 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1, 8. We are having 8 such students के जिसके मार्क्स या तो 4 है या तो 4 से कम है. So this way we were finding a cumulative frequency. Now what we were doing, cumulative frequency लिए हम इसका addition कर रहे थे, is it? So same process will be here for our distribution. And now we guys are going to define a cumulative distribution function. Now we know that we are having two different random variables. Two types of random variables are there: discrete, continuous. So what I'm doing right now, I'm giving the definition of cumulative. I'm giving the formula or the definition of the cumulative distribution function comparatively. एक तरफ मैं करूँगा. Sorry. I will discuss for the discrete random variable. On the other hand, I will discuss for the continuous random variable. Now, this is the initial for the cumulative distribution function CDF. Now, CDF for the discrete, CDF for the continuous. Am I clear? Am I clear? साथ में सभी मैं क्या बात कर रहा हूँ समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? कोई दिक्कत है तो बताओ जल्दी से. अगर दिक्कत नहीं है तो भी बताओ. देखिए मेरे लेक्चर में you are supposed to reply me in every 2-3 minutes, is it? So take care. Okay, good. We are good to go. So let's discuss for both that variables. Cumulative distribution function discrete के लिए कैसे निकलता है और continuous के लिए कैसे निकलता है. First, let's deal with the discrete. Now, suppose my random variable x is a discrete random variable. We're gonna take the values x1, x2, x3 up to I don't know, up to n suppose. Then in such a way that x1 is less than x2, x2 is less than x3, x3 is less than x4, and so on. Then the cumulative distribution function f of x. Now observe the notation. First of all, observe the notation, and we need to take care about this notation. I'm using the notation capital F of x. This is the standard notation. Earlier we were using the small f of x for the frequency, for the probability function. Now for the cumulative distribution function, I will use capital F of x. So take care about both this notation. वो कभी मुझे मजा आया तो मैंने small f का दिया, कभी मजा आया तो capital F का दिया. This will not work. Okay, take care. For the cumulative distribution function, our notation will be capital F of x. Now how it's defined? It's defined as probability of x when x is less than equals to n. Whenever x is less than equals to xn, we will find its probability. That means we will be adding the summation I running from 1 to up to n p of xi. अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? मान लीजिए अगर पहले मैंने i के बदले पे 1 दिया. Now my variable I is running from 1 to n. Let me take I equals to 1, then it will be p of x1 for the first case. Then I will run I equals to 2, then it will be p of x2. Then I will run I equals to 3, then it will give me p of x3, and so on. And by summation, what we mean? We are supposed to add all them. Is it? So that depends on this particular number, f of xn. If I'm interested in f of x3 x3, then what I need to do? I need to find probability of x1 plus p of x2 plus p of x3. That's all. इससे आगे नहीं जाना है, because I'm finding cumulative distribution function for the x3 random variable. Now, if I'm finding cumulative distribution function for x4, then I need to add one more term, p of x4. If it's f of capital F of x5, then I will add one more term over here. If it is just capital F of x1, then it will be simply p of x1. That's all. उसके आगे जाना ही नहीं. अगर x2 है तो p of x1 plus p of x2. So hopefully it is clear to all of you what is cumulative distribution function. Is it? Agree? समझ में आ रहा है, या तो फिर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो बताओ, जल्दी से बताओ, बात करो मुझसे. Good. We are good. Okay, now. So this is for if I'm interested to find cumulative distribution function for the random variable xn, then I need to add all the probabilities of x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Is it? Good. Now properties. This cumulative distribution function is having some of the probabilities like properties. This is the same as its definition, so nothing is there to explain that particular. One more thing, yes, this is always true when we are dealing with the probability function. Addition of all the probabilities of all the values related to random variable will always leads to 1. So ये तो हमको पता ही है, ये भी पता है. Cumulative distribution function वो 0 से 1 के बीच में ही रहेगा, कभी उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. It is not possible that cumulative distribution function will be greater than 1. It is not possible in this case also. Okay. And the last one, if we wish to find the probability between any of this, probability that random variable lying between A to B, then we may use this f of b minus f of a. This is also common, very easy to understand. Now let me go for the continuous random variable. Now cumulative distribution function for the continuous random variable, सोचिए क्या फर्क होगा. Can you explain this? What should be the formula? Observe this. What I'm doing, I'm using the summation. Is it? Now, why I was using the summation? Because I was dealing with the discrete values, x1, x2, x3 up to so on. And now if I'm dealing with the continuous random variable, that means I'm dealing with the infinite number of values in one of the interval. Then can I use summation for this part? क्या मैं इस part में summation use कर सकूंगा? हाँ या ना? अगर summation use नहीं कर सकता तो what I'm supposed to use? Yes, Nikita बता रही है no. Yes, Nikita, then what I'm supposed to use? Integration. Yes, perfectly okay. Let me give the definition. Let x be a continuous random variable, then the cumulative distribution function capital F of x. Take care, once again, take care for the notation. I'm using the notation capital F of x, is it? So cumulative distribution function denoted by capital F of x will be defined as x less than equals to x minus infinite to x. Now I cannot go for minus infinite to infinite. Why? Because I'm supposed to find cumulative distribution up to one of the limit. If I wish to find up to 2, then it should be minus infinite to 2. If I wish to find up to 7, then it will be minus infinite to 7. If I'm looking for 1, f of small capital F of 1, then minus infinite to 1. That should be the definition, is it? Because the range of this particular probability distribution function, probability density function, that is minus infinite to infinite, but we are looking for the cumulative distribution, then the upper limit should be there. It will be provided to you. So using that, if I wish to find cumulative distribution function that f of x, random variable x is having value less than 1, having the value less than 1, then as per this definition, it should be minus infinite to 1 f of t dt. We are not worried about this particular labeling. यहाँ पे मैंने वेरिएबल यूज किया f of t dt. You may use f of x dx, but वो बस इससे सिर्फ अलग दिखने के लिए, nothing else, is it? Because we know that when we are dealing with the definite integral, the definite integral is free from the variable. It will never matter if you find integration -1 to 1 x dx, or you will looking for -1 to 1 y dx. इस दोनों का y dy, इन दोनों का आंसर सही आएगा. यहाँ पे सिर्फ चेंज क्या है, here I'm using x, here I'm using y, but कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा because I'm dealing with the definite integral, that means कि ऐसा इंटीग्रल कि जिसके पास लिमिट्स है, and we know that definite integral will always end with one of the constant. इसका आंसर कोई कांस्टेंट ही आएगा, तो ये दोनों कांस्टेंट सेम ही हो गए. It will be ditto same, dealing with the theta d theta. It's okay. So f of t dt, I'm not worried about that, but I'm interested in this limit minus infinite to 1, that 1 comes from here. Okay, if it is 2, then I need to use 2. If it is 3, then it will be 3. Okay, the similar kind of properties will be there. Properties, we will be not using this, so let it be as it is. We are not worried about this. Yes, cumulative distribution up to infinite, it will be minus infinite to infinite f of t dt, and surely it will be 1 because I'm taking the whole interval, is it? So इसका आंसर 1 ही होगा. And 0 to 1 for the interval, it's okay, इसके बीच में ही होगा, and the rest of the thing is quite common with this. Okay, so it's okay. I'm not worried about the property. Let me move ahead with now. Right now, at this point, I define 3 different functions in front of you. First, I define that previous slide probability density function. Then we had gone for the cumulative distribution function for both the random variables, discrete as well as random variable, continuous random variable. Now let's deal with the examples, is it? जिसमें density function का भी example रहेगा और cumulative distribution function भी हम discuss करेंगे irrespective of discrete or continuous. So let's go for the examples. Good. Yes. Check whether the following function f of x is a probability density function or not. If it is density function, if so, find the probability that the variable having this density falls in the interval 1 to 2. First of all, we need to decide whether the provided function, which is defined as f of x equals to e raised to minus x, 0, that depends on the condition. If x is having a value greater than or equals to 0, then the output is e raised to minus x. This will help us to identify the probability. And if random variable x is less than 0, that means negative. In all that cases, it is negative. So we are just interested in this part. We are not worried about this because ये तो define ही नहीं है. So forget about this. We are worried about this. We will be taking care for this. X is greater than or equals to 0, then it will be e raised to minus x. Now, first of all, we need to decide whether this probability, this particular function, this is actually probability function. This probability function is, this provided function will gonna act as a probability function or not. And I'd use one more word over there, that is probability density function. Why? Because we are dealing with the intervals. Is it? Look, this is the interval. This is interval is from 0 to infinite, close interval 0 to infinite, is it? Instead of writing like that, I can write like that, 0 to infinite. It's totally okay. So पहले हम चेक करेंगे वेदर ये f of x है वो प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन है या नहीं, ये बताएंगे. अगर वो डेंसिटी फंक्शन है तो फिर जाएंगे इंटरवल 1 to 2 में कितनी डेंसिटी है, is it? So should we discuss this solution? क्वेश्चन में कोई डाउट है? Am I supposed to go for the solution? या कुछ पूछना है आप लोगों को? Then I'm here. If you need to ask anything, any doubt, then please let me know. Else, I'll be discussing the solution. Good. Mansi is saying no, so let's go for the solution. The solution. And now, first of all, let me erase the ink. Yes. We know that f of x for greater than or equals to 0, for x greater than or equals to 0. That means we are dealing with the interval. Okay, छोटी सी गलती यहाँ पे, it should be close interval 0 to infinite. I made one of the typo kind of mistake. It's okay. Kindly ignore that. That is close interval 0 to infinite. We are interested in that. But as per the definition of probability density function, we need to find minus infinite to infinite, integration from minus infinite to infinite, f of x dx, and it should be 1. If it is 1, then we can say that that function is actually probability function, and for this question that will act as a probability density function because it is continuous random variable. So we are interested to identify that minus infinite to infinite f of x dx के इंटीग्रेशन हम इवेल्युएट करेंगे. अगर उसका आंसर 1 आ रहा है तो हाँ ये डेंसिटी फंक्शन है. अगर 1 नहीं आ रहा है, 1 से कम है, 1 से ज्यादा है, तो मना कर देंगे भाई ये डेंसिटी फंक्शन नहीं है. सो लेट्स गो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर माइनस इनफाइनाइट टू इनफाइनाइट. यहां से मैंने स्टार्ट किया. देखें, now I need to divide that particular integral in two parts because as per the range provided for my random variable, that is less than 0, that means negative part, and 0 greater than equals to 0. So I'm dividing this interval in two parts, minus infinite to 0 as well as 0 to infinite. And we know that this is a common, simple, one of the fundamental information related to the definite integral. If I'm looking for integration of 0 to 10 f of x dx, then इस इंटीग्रेशन के मुझे जितने भी पार्ट करने में कर सकता हूँ. I can do like that, integration running from 0 to 1 f of x dx plus 1 to 10. It will be totally fine. फिर मुझे यहाँ पे इसके और भी टुकड़े करने हैं. 1 to 2, then after 2 to 10, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, then after 5 to 10. It's okay. It's totally fine. So we are good with the basic, some of the basic tactics related to integration. That means related to the calculus. So using that property, using this property, I'm dividing this interval into two parts, minus infinite to 0, 0 to infinite. Now, in this range, minus infinite to 0. Minus infinite to 0 is here. In that part, my function is having output 0. So I am supposed to replace 0 over there. As integration of 0 will lead to 0. So this part will be no more. And 0 to infinite for the positive range. F of x is having output e raised to minus x. So I'm replacing that e raised to minus x, and we are good with the integration. That integration of e raised to ax dx is nothing but e raised to ax divided by a, is it? So e raised to minus x will be e raised to minus x divided by minus 1. That minus is here, and limit 0 to infinite. If I'm replacing infinite in terms of x, तो क्या होगा? पहले होगा देखिए minus e raised to minus infinite. This is my upper limit. Minus my lower limit. In place of x, I will write 0, e raised to minus 0. Minus 0 का कोई मतलब नहीं, so I'm writing 0. Now, always remember, e raised to minus infinite is 0. Why it is 0? Because e raised to minus infinite is nothing but 1 upon e raised to infinite, and e raised to infinite is infinite. So 1 upon infinite, and we know that 1 upon infinite is always 0. So याद ये रखना है आपको, ये बार बार आएगा ये टर्म, काफी सारे क्वेश्चन में आ सकता है. e raised to minus infinite is 0, and hopefully you guys are good with this because आपने वो Fourier series पढ़ा हुआ है, उसमें भी ये आता था. So e raised to minus infinite 0. So this part is 0. This minus minus will become plus, and anything raised to 0 will be 1. So 0 plus 1 will be 1. So this integration leads to 1. That means the function which we were dealing with, that is f of x, and now we can label that particular f of x as a probability function. And this x is my continuous random variable. So instead of saying probability function, I will like to say probability density function. So yes, we're done with our first part. Yes, this is a probability density function. Let me erase all things. Now, what is our second question? If so, yes, if it is a probability density function, good, it is, then find the probability that the variable having this density for in the interval 1 to 2. Now, what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find its density in the interval 1 to 2. कैसे करूंगा मैं? बताइए कोई एक. How I will identify that? I just need to find density in the interval 1 to 2. कोई अनम्यूट करेगा इसका माइक? हाँ निकिता, चल तेरी बारी आ गई. बता निकिता, क्या करेंगे हम?
क्या पता. नहीं सर, नहीं सोई.
ओके ठीक है, चल। क्या पता, तुझे नहीं पता? अभी
नहीं
थोड़ी
सर,
देर पहले बताया था अगली स्लाइड में, शायद तू सो ही गई थी।
नहीं सोई थी मैं, इंटीग्रेशन वीक है ना।
इन दिस पार्ट इंटीग्रेशन की कहाँ बात कर रहा हूँ बेटा। इस पार्ट में मुझे प्रोबेबिलिटी फंक्शन, प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन आइडेंटिफाई करना है। प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट व्हेन माय रैंडम वेरिएबल इज लाइंग बिटवीन a to b। तो कुछ फॉर्मूला भी हमने बताई थी, इट विल बी यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला a to b f of x dx, या तो फिर यहाँ पे लिखा था f of t dt, याद है कुछ? I was discussing this in the previous slide, yes or no? आया याद कि नहीं आया? नहीं आ रहा, देख तुझे याद।
हाँ
Okay,
मतलब
चल।
1 और 2 के बीच
Let
में
me
करेंगे
do
ना, अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट, ए और बी की जगह 1 और 2 रख देंगे।
हाँ, तो वही तो पूछ रहा था तुझे।
सर
चल, so let me deal with that part. Probably that random variable is having a range 1 to 2. That will be integration running from 1 to 2 f of x dx. Now what we need to take care right now, observe that 1 to 2, this interval 1 to 2, we are interested in this interval, and we know that this interval is subset of 0 to infinite, yes or no? ये interval 1 to 2 है ना, close interval 1 to 2, that will act as a subset of this. और मुझे पता है 0 से infinite में मेरा function कैसे define है. For the interval 0 to infinite, my function is defined as e raised to minus x. So 1 to 2 is just nothing but just a subset of this particular part. देखिए, अगर मैं इसको लाइन में रिप्रेजेंट कर दूं, देख लो. Suppose this is 0 and this end is infinite and this is minus infinite, and 1 is something around here, 2 is something around here. Suppose just a randomly, huh? Don't worry, because my scale is not proper right now. This is my interested interval right now, and we are having a definition for this interval. इस सारे इंटरवल के लिए हमारे पास डेफिनेशन है that f of x will act as e raised to minus x. So I'm just dealing with this. X will be totally fine. My f of x will be once again e raised to x. So for this interval f of x, we are supposed to take as e raised to minus x. Integration of e raised to minus x will be ditto same as we had done earlier. Will be minus of e raised to minus x, and by replacing that limits 2 and 1, well, we have this value 0.233. Now we are not worried about this calculation because you are having calci with you while you are dealing with such kind of example. That scientific calci is totally allowed, and we are having that function keys for the e raised to some of the value, e raised to negative करना है, e raised to positive value करनी है, वो function है हमारे calci में. So we are not worried about this कि ये सर कैसे calculate किया आपने, ये तो direct calci से होता है. So that particular part is having value 0.233. Now this is our example number. This was our example number 16. Before going for 17, once again the question for all of you: are we good? Are we clear? Are we clear with this? Are we clear with this? No sir कौन बोल रहा है? Okay, वो पहली comment थी. निकिता, जस, मानसी, इतने लोग मानव, बस. बाकी तो को क्या सब सो गए? पथिक is there? I need reply. जाडेजा, आयुष, मंथन, यशांक. जाडेजा, तेरा रिप्लाई नहीं आया बेटा अभी तक. अनुज, आयुष, यस, गुड. सिन्हा, रिद्धि, देवांश, आदित्य, तुषार, यस यस तुषार, स्मित, गुड गुड गुड. जाडेजा, अभी तू तेरा रिप्लाई नहीं आया. जाडेजा, यस. I was waiting literally. Thank you. So next will be for you guys. Be ready. This is for you. Now I'll assign 5-10 minutes to you. Let me make the question clear to all of you. Yes, for the following PDF. Now, what will be the full form of PDF? Probability density function. For a random variable, RV stands for the random variable. For a random variable X, when I'm saying that it is probability density function, that means I'm dealing with the continuous random variable, is it? Then I not need to specify that we are dealing with the continuous. Okay, once we had labeled a probability function as density function, that means it is continuous. And what we are supposed to find? Then find the value of k, and the probability is that the random variable having the probability density function will take on the value between 0.1 and 0.2, and second greater than 0.5. Now, how my probability function is defined for this case? F of x equals to k times 1 minus x square. When? If the range of that is 0 to 1, and otherwise, in all the other cases, it will be 0. That means, let me make it clear for you guys. Suppose this is my number line, this is minus infinite n, this is positive infinite n, and this is 0, and this is 1. We are interested in this, all this, minus infinite to infinite. As per our definition, we are interested in minus infinite to infinite f of x dx. It should be 1. Then and then that probability function will be known as probability density function. But we are just having range between 0 to 1. अगर 0 के 1 के बीच में है हमारा random variable, तो ही आपको ये definition लेनी है. In this interval only you are supposed to take f of x equals to k times 1 minus x square. In rest of all the cases, यहाँ पे देखिए 1 से बड़ा है उसको f of x को 0 लेना है, 1 से छोटा है that means minus infinite to 1. In that case also f of x is 0. So यहाँ ये जो यहाँ पे लिखा है f of x is 0 otherwise, उसका मतलब ये है ये पार्ट भी 0 है और 1 से infinite वाला पार्ट भी 0 है. Minus infinite to 1 we will take f of x as 0. For the range 1 to infinite we will take our f of x as 0. Okay, and between 0 to 1 f of x will act as a k times 1 minus x square. Okay, अब इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज करके आपको बताना है. Okay, बताना है कि व्हाट शुड बी द वैल्यू ऑफ k. यहाँ पे मैंने लेबल कर दिया है कि ये प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन है ही है. फॉलोइंग इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन. अब हम चेक नहीं कर रहे कि ये प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन है या नहीं. दिस इज प्रोवाइडेड, दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी फंक्शन, माने कि ये कंडीशन फॉलो होगी होगी. दिस विल बी दैट, ये 1 होगा ही. तो इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज करके आइडेंटिफाई द वैल्यू ऑफ k फर्स्ट. अगर k मिल जाए then you will find 0.1 is less than x is less than 0.2. If my random variable is lying in this interval, then find the probability. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. Hopefully question मैंने solve कर दिया है. Get now go for the question. मैंने आपको पूरा समझा दिया है, solve नहीं किया. Now I'm giving you 4-5 minutes and I will expect the answer from you guys, please. Your time starts now. Till the time I had to mute myself, and once again I will unmute after 4-5 minutes. So your time starts now. सो कोई बताएगा क्या आंसर आ रहा है? What should be the value of k? What will be the value of k? 3 by 2, that is 1.5. तो एक ही ने किया, जस्ट एक, आप एक ही ने सॉल्व किया और कोई नहीं है जिसने सॉल्व किया ये? Anyone else? देवांश सिंह 3 by 2. निकिता बता भाई, चल आज तो तुझसे ही बात होगी। निकिता
हाँ सर कर रही।
अभी कर रही है तू? ठीक
हाँ
है।
सर।
If you are facing any issue, then talk to me. It's okay. I will help you for the integration. Smith. Smith. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. Huh? I'll be back. Okay, sorry for putting you guys on wait little longer because I was having one of the call and okay, good. So I was talking with Smith. Smith still typing, still trying. Okay, Smith खत्म हो गया बेटा अभी? वो तो आपने 2 मिनट पहले लिखा था. Might be you are done. Devansh is saying 0.3256. Okay, let me go for the solution now. This is the first part. Now, as we know that f of x is probability density function, then surely it will satisfy the one of the property of the probability density function. And as per the property, that integration running from minus infinite to infinite f of x dx, that should be 1. Then and then that function will act as a probability density function. So let us start with that. Now, as I discuss in this particular sketch, I need to divide my interval, need to divide my limits minus infinite to infinite into 3 different parts. Minus infinite to 0, because for this part function is having different nature, that is f of x equals to 0. For this part 0 to 1, my function is having a nature k times 1 minus x square, and the rest of the part, that is 1 to infinite, once again function will act as a 0. So I need to divide my integration in 3 parts: minus infinite to 0, 0 to 1, and 1 to infinite. Now both this will be 0, so ये तो होगा ही नहीं, but need to explain this, is it? While we are dealing with the examination, this step should be there. ये वहाँ पे होना चाहिए. Now 0 to 1, f of x. Now for this interval 0 to 1, my f of x is k times 1 minus x square. So k times 1 minus x square, I'm looking for the integration with respect to x. So k will act as a constant because k is not having x over here. So 1, integration of 1 will be x. Integration of x square, it will be, the indices will increase by 1 and divided by 3. So x cubed by 3, and the limits are 0 to 1. If I'm going to solve this, let me solve that for you guys. If you are facing any query, then k as it is. And let's start with the upper limit, 1. So it will be 1 minus 1 upon 3. This is my upper limit. Minus lower limit, if I'm replacing 0, then it will be 0 minus 0, it will be 0. So lower limit will be 0, upper limit will be 1 minus 1 by 3, and we are having 1 on the right hand side. So 1 minus 1 by 3 will be 2 by 3. 2 times k divided by 3 will be 1. So that will imply k equals to 3 by 2. So all of you were correct. Here it is it? So k equals to 3 by 2. Now once we are having a k, once we are having that unknown, now what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to replace that k in my function. I'm supposed to replace that particular k over my function. Earlier my function was having a nature k times 1 minus x square. Now I'm having that value k is 3 by 2. So I'm just replacing k over there. Now my probability density function will look like this: f of x equals to 3 by 2 1 minus x square for the interval 0 to 1, and for the rest of all the values of x, it will act as a 0. So are we good? So k is 3 by 2 is correct. Now what should be the value of my probability density function if continuous random variable is lying between 0.1 to 0.2? First of all, be sure 0.1, 0.2, this interval is a subset of 0 to 1, is it? So for this interval, we will take f of x as a k times 1 minus x square. Now k is having value 3 by 2. So for this part, we will be looking for the integration like this. It should be, integration was 0.1 to 0.2, and in this case my f of x will be, the interval 0.1 to 0.2 is subset of this particular. So my f of x will be look like this: 3 by 2 times 1 minus x square. And I'm just interested in this simple integration. This is quite simple integration, and this will give me probably that my random variable is lying between 0.1 to 0.2, sorry, is it? So that should be something which I will be giving you. Yes, probably that the variable will take on a value between 0.1, 0.2 will be probability of 0.1 less than 0.2. So as we know that 0.1 to 0.2, that interval is a subset of 0 to 1. So my probability function will look like 3 by 2 times 1 minus x squared dx, and by doing a simple integration will be ditto same as the earlier step. Integration of 1 will be x, and x square will be x cubed by 3 over the limit 0.1, 0.2. Now we are allowed to use a calci. So this calculation will be quite easy if we are having a calci with us. 0.2, 0.2 the cube divided by 3 minus 0.1, 0.1 the cube divided by 3, and by using calculator it will be 0.1468. Is it? So the answer of Devans 0.3215. Devans, can you unmute your mic and talk to me? Devans, earlier you said that your answer is 0.1465, and then you said that 0.3215. Which one is correct? Devansh. Am I audible to all of you? Mansi, am I audible? Mansi?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes, Devans. Okay, for the second one. Sorry, okay, yes. We are having one more question. Sorry, Devans. You are correct. So greater than 0.5. Now, what should be the notation if I'm looking for the this probability greater than 0.5, greater than 0.5, that means I'm looking for the probability that my random variable x is greater than, strictly greater than 0.5. It should be the notation, is it? And for that, as per the definition, it should be 0.52. 0.52 kahan tak? It should be infinite. 0.5 to infinite, f of x dx, and 0.5 to infinite, I need to divide that interval into two parts, 0.5 to 1 f of x dx, because for that particular part, my function is varying, and then after 1, from 1 to infinite, f of x dx. So similar kind of stuff will be there in the next slide. Let me take you for that. Yes, the probability that the random variable will take on a value greater than 0.5 will be 0.5 to infinite. Now I need to divide that particular, because as per the definition of the probability function given in the question, given in the data, so it will be divided into 0.5 to 1 and 1 to infinite. For this part, 1 to infinite, a probability function will act as a 0. So 0 यहाँ पे होगा, so ये term cancel हो जाएगा. And for this part, 0.1, 0.5 to 1, my probability function is 3 by 2 times 1 minus x square. And once again, the similar kind of integration will lead us to the answer 0.3125. So yes, Devans, I'm not sure whether it is 0.3125 or you had written 0.3215. Might be one of us, either you or me, had committed one of the mistake. I'm not sure. 3215. 3125 आ रहा है sir. Okay, so Devansh. Okay, Girish is saying 3125 आ रहा है, so might be I am correct. Yet not sure. Use your Kelsey. I'm not having Kelsey right now in front of me. So just yes, we are waiting. Quickly check that. If I need to change this, then I will. Might be I had committed one of the typo over here, but not sure. एक बार और चेक करता हूँ मैं सर. हाँ गिरीश तू भी कर ले एक बार चेक भाई. गिरीश देवांश दोनों चेक कर लो whether गिरीश is देवांश is correct or I had committed one of the typo over here. ये दो पहले आ गया, वन बाद में आ गया, ऐसा नहीं हुआ ना? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Devansh is saying that I am correct. So answer is 0.3125 for this particular question greater than 0.5. So hopefully now we are clear with the probability density function related to the continuous random variable, is it? All of us must be clear with this. Hopefully. Yes, Nikita. Good. So let me go for the next one. Continuous random variable x has following probability density function f of x. This is information. This is probability density function. Take care. We're not supposed to check this is probability density function or not. This is the information कि ये जो function दिया हुआ है वो probability density function ही है, is it? Now find a and b such that probability that x is less than equals to a is equals to probability of x is greater than a, and probability of x is greater than b is 0.5. And one more information we are having, that a and b both are lying in the interval 0 to 1. Now, without explaining a single thing, let me show the solution. And then I will ask all of you, are you clear or not? Yes, this is the solution. Once go through it, I'm giving you just 2 minutes. Are you able to get this or not? Let me know. Are you able to get this or not? If you are able to get this information, then we are good. So once go through it, this is the solution. I'd find a as well as b over here. Are you able to get this or not? For the data, we are having two information, that probability that x is less than equals to a and x is greater than equals to a, both are same. And second information, that my random variable x is having value greater than b is 0.05. So I had used both that subsequently, and using both that, I'm having a value of a and b both. Once go through it, and then I will choosing a random person from the class and will ask him or her to explain this. So I will choose random person, okay? So it is compulsory that all of you are going through the solution. I'm waiting. Okay, one of the question from the Girish. Sir, ये 1/2 कैसे है? देख. If you divide that interval minus infinite to infinite into 2 parts. Suppose what I'm doing, I'm just explaining, I'm just entertaining question of Girish, or might be the same question will be there in many of your mind. Observe. Don't forget about the B. Okay, let's choose randomly A. Suppose A is over here, and this is minus infinite and this is positive infinite and I'm just dividing this minus infinite to infinite line into 2 parts, minus infinite to A and A to infinite. Is it? Now what I'm saying, both these parts are having equal probability. This part and this part, both must be same. And one more thing we are having, that this is a probability density function, so minus infinite to infinite, this whole interval will be having total of 1. So ये पूरा total 1 है और ये दोनों part same है, तो इसका मतलब क्या होगा? This will be 1/2 as well as this will be 1/2. Am I clear? Okay, Girish, good. Move ahead. So, who will able to explain this? Anyone will voluntarily come forward and we'll try to explain these things, or all of you are clear? अब निकिता का टर्न नहीं लेंगे, बहुत बार ले लिया. Let me choose one more person. Okay, Riddhi. Riddhi, can you unmute your mic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you able to get these things or not?
Almost, sir.
Almost. Okay, good. Pathik. Pathik, are you there? Pathik Lakkad, are you there? Yes. Can you explain this? Not so clear. Oh, Pathik is not so clear with these things. Anuj, are you in position to explain these things? I had already displayed the solution on the screen, is it? I'm just asking for the explanation. Second part is clear, but first is not. Yashang, not so clear. Bipin, let me know whether you are clear with this or not. No, Bipin, Manav is saying no. Yes, sir. For first part, okay. Will help you for the first one. Bipin, I would like to know about you. Okay. Jadeja. This might be Bipin just joined. कुछ issue रहा होगा उसका mic का. So Bipin, now are you in position to comment or unmute your mic or drop a comment over the chat box whether you are clear with the concept or clear with this example or not? Okay, might be many of you are facing some of the issues with the first part of the solution. So let me make you clear about the first part of this particular. In the first part, look, might be this is the biggest problem you guys are facing. Why I had taken probability of x less than equals to a is 1/2. Why? Okay, let me explain. As we are knowing, this is a probability density function. It is provided in the question, is it? This is probability density function. Now, we know one of the property of probability density function. If we are having one of the probability density function, then its integration over minus infinite to infinite f of x dx will gives us 1. It should be 1. Then and then it will be probability density function. और वो तो information है कि ये probability density function है ही. Now, right now my probability density function is defined in this way: f of x equals to 3x square if the range is between 0 to 1, and for all the other cases, for all the rest of the cases, the f of x will act as a 0. This is my f of x provided. Now we are not worried about this yet. Let's talk about a and b. What we are finding? We are finding two values a and b which are present, which are lying between 0 to 1 only, and the probability of probability of x is less than equals to a and x is greater than a, both are same. So wait, erase all things. Yes, good. Now let me try once again. This is my line minus infinite. This is, suppose this is 0, this is 1, and a and b both are lying between somewhere here. We're not sure whether a is greater than b or b is greater than a, but what we are having, that probability that x is less than equals to a. That means x is less than equals to a. That means all this part. For all this part, x is less than equals to a. Is it? This particular portion is having a probability which is literally equals to the probability that x is greater than a. X is greater than a. That means all this part. Now forget about b right now. We are not worried about b. Now both these probabilities, both this summation will be having equal, will be ditto same. Now, as per the information, as per the definition, minus infinite to infinite f of x dx, it should be 1. If I'm going to divide this part as minus infinite to a f of x dx plus a to plus infinite, I can do like that. Once again, it will be 1 of x dx, it should be 1. What I had done, I had just divided this interval into two parts using that a. Even I can divide that interval using b also, but I'm not having that information, so I'm not using b right now. I'm just taking help of a only. So minus infinite to a plus a to infinite, that will once again gives us 1. Now, as per the information, both these are, this is probability that x is less than equals to a, is it now? In the other notation, this part is nothing but probability that x is less than equals to a. This part is nothing but probability that x is greater than a. These are just the different notations, is it? So both these are having same, it should be 1. अब ये दोनों सेम है ऐसा बताया गया है, that means के instead of writing this, or instead of writing this, I may twice this comes. So 2 times probability that x is less than equals to a, it will be 1, because ये दोनों same है. अगर ये भी y है तो ये भी y है, then I can add y plus y as a 2y, so it is 2 times probability that x is less than equals to a, and using that, probability of x is less than equals to a will be 1/2. Or in other words, probability of x is greater than equals to a, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं आप, ये भी 1/2 होगा. So might be this was the starting problem you guys are facing, why I had mentioned that probability of x is less than equals to a is 1/2. Now once we are clear with this, the rest of thing is quite simple. Now probability of x is less than equals to a is 0 to a f of x dx, as per the definition it is 1/2. Now 0 to a is lying in that interval. 0 to a is a subset of 0 to 1, and in the interval 0 to 1 our probability function is defined as 3 of x square. 0 to a जो है वो 0 से 1 का ही एक सबसेट है. 0 से 1 में जो फंक्शन डिफाइन है वो तो हमको पता है, दैट इज 3x स्क्वायर. सो 0 से a के लिए भी वही होगा डेफिनेशन, 3x स्क्वायर. सो दिस विल बी द replacement for the f of x. Now the simple integration will be that 3x square, 3 will remain constant. The integration of x square will be x cubed by 3. Both this 3 will got cancel out, and upper limit a, then it will be a cube minus 0. So a cube will be 1/2. If a cube is 1/2, then a will be cube root of 1/2. So a is 1/2 raised to 1/3. That means cube root of 1/2. This is my a. Now with the similar fashion, one can deal with the b. If I'm having the value of a, then surely I can go for the b, is it? Now let me erase. Okay, before erasing this ink, मैं यहाँ पे ये इंक इरेज कर दूँ. अगर अभी भी कोई डाउट है फर्स्ट पार्ट के लिए तो प्लीज बताइए. जिन लोगों ने बोला था सेकेंड क्लास के लिए, फर्स्ट इज नॉट यशांग, मानव. I need the comment from Manav, Yashang, then after Girish, Nikita. Yes, sir, clear. Manav is saying clear. Yashang, what about you? What is your status now? Good. Understood, sir. Nikita, good. Smith, मेरा तो हो गया था पहले ही डाउट क्लियर. गुड. गिरीश का तो हो गया था. गॉट इट, सर. What about Tushar, Vidhi, then after Deepen, then after Anuj, Aditya? Hopefully you guys are getting this. Is it? Good. So for the next part, I need to erase this ink because, yes. Now, as we know that x is greater than b, probability that my random variable is taking value greater than b is 0.05. That is provided. This is my data. I'm just using that. So, greater than b. अब यहाँ पे जो इंटीग्रेशन मैंने किया हुआ है, that is b to 1. Why? Probability that x is greater than b, इसका मतलब क्या होगा? That means my interval will have b to infinite, will have the range b to infinite, f of x dx. Now b to infinite will be divided into two parts, b to 1 and plus 1 to infinite, is it? And we know that for 1 to infinite, we are having value as 0. So b to 1, this is one of the subset of the interval 0 to 1. So b to 1. In that part, f of x will be having same definition, 3x squared. The integration will remain same. On the right hand side, there is 0.05, and by doing simple calculation, we will able to identify the value of b. B is 19 by 20, cube root of 19 by 20. Yes, it is already clear. Good. Mansi Vidi, good. So let's go for the next one. 19. Now, in this question, we will be dealing with the cumulative distribution function first time. पहली बार हम डील करेंगे cumulative distribution function के साथ, is it? Now, instead of dealing with the continuous enumerable, we are dealing with the discrete enumerable now. A discrete enumerable x gonna take the value in this question. A discrete enumerable x, my discrete enumerable x is gonna take the value -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. देखिए ये सिर्फ 7 ही वैल्यू है. These 7 are the discrete values for the enumerable. Now such that इस तरीके से p of x equals 0 is equals to p of x equals x greater than 0 and x less than 1. And one more information is that probability that x equals to -3 is equals to probability x equals to -2 equals to -1 equals to 1, 2 and 3. इन 7 में से -3, -2, -1, 1, 2, 3 इन 7 वैल्यू में से 6 वैल्यू जो है 0 को बात कर दीजिए, 0 को छोड़ दीजिए. Probability that x is having value -3 or probability that x is having value -2 or -1 or 1, 2, 3. The 6 values are same. And moreover, probability that x equals to 0 is equals to x positive है या तो x negative है. This is the information I'm having. Now what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to obtain the probability distribution and the cumulative probability distribution. तो पहले तो probability distribution identify करना है. Now what is probability distribution? I will label x, then I will go for p of x. We know that we can express a probability distribution function by table, by function, by graph, by any of that. We will be using table over here, -3, then after -2, then after 1, then after 0, 1, 2 and 3. And we'll be finding its probability when x equals to -3, when x equals to -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will be a probability distribution function, first part. And after finding that probability distribution function, अगर हमारे पास ये सारी probability आ गई है, then we can easily go for the cumulative distribution function. Now we know that cumulative distribution function will be labeled as capital F of x. तो यहाँ पे जो values होगी हमारे पास उसको हम cumulatively add करते जाएंगे and we will be able to find F of x. So as simple as that. But right now we are not having any function related to p of x. P of x के लिए कोई function नहीं है. We are having just some of the scattered data with us. That probability of x equals 0 is equals to x greater than 0 and x less than 0. और ये 6 डिस्क्रीट वेरिएबल की वैल्यू सेम है. कैसे करेंगे चलिए देखते हैं. So this is what we are looking for, is it? Are we clear with the question? If we are clear with the question, then I will go for the solution. Quickly let me know. Are we good with the question? Yes. Good. So let me erase the ink. That will be a final answer, is it? Final answer will be in this particular form. So I'm erasing this ink and without explaining once again. Okay. Try once. Giving you 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, quickly. Don't worry about the practice session. We'll be dealing with the practice in the next session. Don't worry about the timing. It's okay. I know that for the last 30 minutes, I'm supposed to deal with the practice session for all of you guys, but it's totally okay. I will upload the practice session over the WhatsApp group. You will have much more time to solve that. And then after 1 or 2 days, I will be uploading the solution even. So you may go there and match your answers with the with your solution. It will be fine. But once go through this, I'll be choosing random person from the audience to explain this. It is very, very easy, very, very easy to understand. Yes, Pipin, I just received your message over the WhatsApp, and at that time you were not audible, is it? But hopefully your doubt was entertained, is it? Is it now? I was able to make your doubt clear. Yes or no? Okay, good, good. Okay, who will explain this? Hopefully this time, this much time is enough because this is quite easy. Who will be explaining this? अब लगता है 1:40 हो चुके हैं, तो निकिता तू तो सो गई होगी बेटा।
नहीं सर, जग रही हूँ।
क्या बात है, चल। अब ये तो डिस्क्रीट वाला क्वेश्चन है, बहुत आसान है, शायद तो
हाँ
तू एक्सपेक्ट कर सकेगी, सही
हाँ
ना?
सर।
चल चल
हाँ।
चल।
इक्वल टू 0, ग्रेटर देन 0, लेस देन 0, तीनों की प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 होगी टोटल।
हाँ,
तो
टोटल
उसको
1 होगी।
केवल हाँ
Yes, we are just taking a random notation. Okay, suppose all this 3 is K1, is it?
हाँ
So
सर।
K1 plus K1 plus K1 will be 1.
हाँ
यानी कि K1 will be 1 by 3. Good.
यस।
So we are having that this 3 K probability that x equals to 0 will be 1 by 3, probability x greater than 0 will be 1 by 3, and x less than 0 will be 1 by 3. Now, x equals to 0, वो तो fix है की value है. When we are dealing with probability x greater than 0, when I'm writing probability x greater than 0, in that case, I'm dealing with probability of x equals to 1, then after probability of x equals to 2, as well as probability of x equals to 3. Is it? I'm talking like that. Good. Or if it is x less than 0, that means I am dealing with probability x equals to -1, -2, and minus.
माइनस।
Good, good, good. Now move ahead, please.
फिर
Suppose,
ग्रेटर देन 0 को हम K2 ले लेंगे।
yes, correct. This is
फिर
just a different notation. Okay, don't worry about this notation. Why this is K1, why this is K2. Suppose my name is Vipul, then I can take V1 and V2. Or you may take M and N. Is it? These are just a different notation. Don't worry about that. So we are assuming that is K2. Yes, move ahead, Nikita.
फिर x ग्रेटर देन 0 का वैल्यू हमारे पास है।
Yes, है.
और
One
हाँ,
by
फिर
three.
दोनों तीनों K2 plus K2 plus K2 कर देंगे।
That means 1 by 3 equals to 3K2.
हाँ,
So 3 यहाँ पे चला जाएगा. That means K2 equals to 1 by
1/9।
9. Correct. If it is 1 by 9, then rest of the part is once again 1 by 9. Good. Because both that are same. Greater than 0, less than 0 भी same है. So ये अगर 1 by 9 है तो ये भी 1 by 9 होगा. Correct.
हाँ हाँ सर।
Good. Good. Then
हाँ, वैसे ही अगर वो लेस देन 0 है तो हम लोग उसके लिए एक अलग नोटेशन लेंगे, तो हो जाएगा 1/3 is equal to K3 plus
so
K3 plus
all that
K3।
values. Sorry. I should not talk like that. Yes, all that values. ये सारी value क्या होगी? 1 by 9 होगी. ठीक है. Now, if we are having all that probabilities for all the possible discrete values of the random variable, then we are good कि हम वो probability distribution अब बना सकते हैं. चलिए बनाते हैं. कैसे बनाएंगे? Then the probability distribution and the distribution function will be अरे इसको क्या हुआ? रुक जाओ. Now, yes, might be this is not having the proper animation. Let me change this animation. Wait, just give me 1 minute. Yes. Yes, and now let me present the slideshow. So let's go for the probability distribution function. That will be our distribution function. Just observe the first two rows. Okay, this is my discrete random variable having value -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Is it? और इन सब की probability हमने find कर ली. For x equals 0, its value is 1 by 3, and rest of all the 6 values are same: 1 by 9, 1 by 9, 1 by 9. Now, this is what? This is our probability. Sorry, this is our cumulative distribution function. What we are supposed to do for cumulative distribution function? We are just supposed to add that respective. 1 by 3 will be here. Then 1 by 9 will be here. 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 will be 2 by 9. That is here. Addition of this 3. 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 is 3 by 9. It is here. Addition of this 4 will be here. Addition of this 5 will be here. Addition of the 6 values will be here, and addition of all the values, it will be here, and necessarily it should be 1. अगर ये 1 है तभी ये सारी बात सच है, वरना तो गलत हो जाएगा, is it? Because as we know, this is one of the property of the probability function. So hopefully we are good with the cumulative distribution function even. Are we good? Are we good? How many of you are getting this? How many of you are getting these things? I need all 18 or 19 replies over the chat box. All must be replying. Are we good with the thing? Are we good with the thing? Nikita, Vidhi, Josh, Dipen, Ayush, Yashang, Yashraj, Tushar. Very good, very good, very good. So, I don't think so. I should go for this example 20 and then after. Okay, one of the example I'll be discussing in the next session because it's already 1:50 and this is quite heavy dose for you guys. So before going for the attendance one more time, let me know if you are having any query, any kind of issue with today's session. कोई ऐसी चीज है जो नहीं समझ में आई? आज हमने 3 बार डिस्कस की. कौन कौन सी 3 बार? First we had discussed about probability density function. Then we had discussed about the cumulative distribution function for the discrete variable as well as continuous random variable. So this was our 3 topics for today's session, and we had gone for 3-4 examples even. And one more time we'll begin our session from that only. So छोटा सा वो एक recall भी हो जाएगा next session के लिए. So are we good? Are we good with the concept? Good, clear. Thank you. Good. So first of all, let me stop the recording and